chain smoke and I say fuck a lot. But I accept myself for the way I am. I accept you too. Viewer discretion advised.
Fuck are they pointing at? Do you have any idea how long it would take me to do a Spielberg video with all the rumors and info over the last few years? Not too long, but for now, for the sake of time, we'll stick to the present and see where it takes us. From Radar Online, Hollywood offspring gone wild. Steven Spielberg's daughter, Mikaela, reveals her shocking porn secret. I got really tired of not being able to capitalize on my body, she says. February 19, 2020. Steven Spielberg's daughter, Mikaela Spielberg, is a porn star who admits she has always been a, quote, very sexually natured person. The stunning 23-year-old was adopted by the Academy Award-winning filmmaker and his wife, Kate Capshaw, as a baby. Mikaela explained why she wanted to get into the adult film business in a bombshell interview with The Sun. She described herself as a, quote, sexual creature and revealed she made the drastic career move of posting her videos on Pornhub because she was over others being in control.
I got really tired of not being able to capitalize on my body. Frankly, I got really tired of being told to hate my body. And I also just got tired of, working day to day in a way that wasn't satisfying my soul. And I feel like, honestly, like doing this kind of work, I'm able to, quote unquote, satisfy other people. But that feels good because it's not in a way that feels violative.
According to The Sun, Mikaela recently removed her videos from the site. Quote, I've always been a very sexually natured person, which has gotten me into trouble before. She said in the interview, explaining, not in a predatory way, but just in the sense that people here in the South might not be comfortable with that. I'm in the South. While Mikaela is now excited and positive about the future and her new career, she also spoke out for the first time about her difficult past in which she says she suffered sexual abuse. She says she was groomed and abused by predators growing up, although she is keen to point out these men were outsiders and not anyone from her family or their circle of friends.
From outside my family and not from anybody of notable presence. Just from, scumbag monsters who were looking at my vulnerability going, that's the one. I suffered a lot of grooming. I feel like the abuse I went through wasn't super intense, but it still had long-lasting impact because it had me questioning, like, what is my body? What is it to have a body and exist in a body safely? Also, what is it to be, an emotional human being and not have it taken advantage of? I was really out of control from about the ages of 11 years old, even to up to like 2 years ago. So
isn't that like the same thing Drew Barrymore went through?
When I was like 21, I used to drink every day, and that went on for like 2 years until I like almost died a couple of times. And part of that, I feel like, was a deeper need to be independent financially. And the anxieties that my body has caused for me were kind of like taking over my life. The PTSD I have, which is diagnosable, was like engulfing everything around me, my relationships. And like I still face lasting damage because of the hurt and harm I've done to other people because of my own survival mechanisms.
Mikaela revealed that she was sent to a boarding school for troubled teens and suffered as a result. Quote, I came out of there worse than I was going in, with more anxiety and more attachment issues, more depression, and more hatred for my body. I actually developed an eating disorder while I was living there, she confessed.
It's not their fault. It absolutely is not their fault. They couldn't have known that establishment, I'm not going to name it for legal reasons, but I came out of there worse than I was going in, with more anxiety and more attachment issues and more depression and more hatred for my body. I actually developed an eating disorder while I was there and an exercise addiction while I was there. But I had a therapist who was Mormon and literally told me masturbation makes you a selfish person and that it makes you unable to love and care for other people. And if you do it too much, you become a sociopath. It was horrible. They would like check our closets for underwear that they thought was like too much. Which is like, again, with teenage girls living in the house, you don't do that to them. That's a violation of their privacy. They like would read our diaries and like, we would have these shame groups where like we would attack each other. We were encouraged to like pit, not physically, but like emotionally. We had these things where it was like accountability groups, but we were encouraged to basically beat each other down emotionally.
Encouraged to beat each other down emotionally? Sounds kind of like some cult or mind control program. Who is Mikaela Spielberg? Born in February 1996. Mikaela was adopted as a baby by Steven Spielberg and his wife, Kate Capshaw. Although little is known about the 23-year-old, she is quite active on Instagram, where she goes by the name Vandal Princess. Referring to herself as a, quote, plus-size pixie, Mikaela said her parents were intrigued rather than upset when she broke the news to them via FaceTime. During the interview, Mikaela said she'd also be happy to make fetish videos, although she draws the line at having sex with another person on camera out of respect for her supportive fiance, Chuck Pankow, 47. The reason I don't want to do anything outside of solo stuff is because I feel like it would be a violation of my boundaries in my relationship with my significant other. Mikaela's boyfriend, professional darts player, Chuck Pankow, is supporting her new career. Professional darts player? Is that a thing? Her choice. This isn't like an end of the road or a hit bottom choice, she told The Sun of doing porn. This is a positive, empowering choice. I realize there is no shame in having a fascination with this industry and wanting to do something that is safe, sane, consensual.
I'm hoping to do some erotica. So that's like pictures and videos for private customers or for the public, if, that ever arises.
The ET and Jobs director's daughter has chosen the name Sugar Star for her adult entertainment career. She posted a series of raunchy self-produced videos on Pornhub. However, she decided to take the videos down temporarily until her application for a Tennessee sex worker license is approved.
I'm also hoping to get my dancing license here pretty soon so that I'm able to do what I love most in my spare time and also make money from it, which is dancing, essentially. While
making self-produced porn videos is not illegal, Mikaela was adamant that she was keen to keep everything legitimate and above board. Mikaela, a talented artist, has already attracted a fan base, which she describes as mainly older white men. Like her fiancé? Like her father? Mikaela also revealed how she had a privileged childhood where A-listers would be in and out of their mansion in Pacific Palisades, a home she describes as a, quote, work of art. She would also attend events such as the Oscars with her father, although protective Spielberg always shielded his kids from doing red carpets. Well, I guess he wasn't protective enough. And Mikaela remembers visiting movie sets and sitting in editing rooms with her dad as the director's cult classic films were being created. I was on the set of AI at a really young age, and I remember the lighting being so beautiful, yet eerie.
I actually think that once they see how far I've come from the bottom I was at a year and a half ago, they're going to look at this and go, wow, we actually raised a really self-assured young lady. And we've raised someone who knows exactly what they want in life and who basically doesn't let people push her around. And I think they will be supportive, possibly even with some security measures in place, once they know that I'm doing this out of like this gentle, genuine desire to not, survive, but thrive as well.
Mikaela admitted that growing up in one of Hollywood's most famous families was difficult, and admits they had their ups and downs, caused by the pressures of fame and money, as well as her emotional issues. However, she and Dad Steven had a very close relationship growing up, and she said she has fond memories of playing computer games with him and gained a love of sci-fi and horror from him. And despite everything, Mikaela says she now enjoys a good relationship with both parents and her siblings, and hopes her career decisions don't cause any upset. I have amazing parents that had their struggles with me. I've had my fights and struggles with them, but it's only out of fear that people sometimes care incorrectly because they want you to be alive and safe, she said. They are some of the least spiteful people I know. I love them so deeply.
People will be resentful about this. People will be angry because it's like almost like I'm taking a piece of their security away by being independent like this. That's a normal reaction though, so I can't hold it against people. I have no right to look at a person who's angry at this and say, that's an invalid emotion, that you are uncomfortable with this because maybe you just haven't learned enough about it yet. It's not about me, it's about them.
It's not really the porn star aspect, it's the being groomed and sexually abused. She says it wasn't anybody in her family or around their circle of friends. But I wonder, who was it if it wasn't them? Another question is, did her family know before this interview? When did she tell them? What did they do about it? And thank you to Will Woder on Twitter. It's hard for me to say that. From Mikaela Spielberg's Instagram. I was such a determined child. Here's a photo of me marching away from Bill Clinton at a family gathering. I've always been this strong and bold. Lately, I've forgotten that it's okay to be who I was in this photo. If there's anything that illustrates perfectly how I am today, it's this: I yield to nobody. Bill Clinton, huh? And like I said earlier, it would take me way too long to try to put together a video of all the rumors and everything about Spielberg. I've already done a few videos of rumors in the past, including Heather O'Rourke, What the Fuck Happened, and Blind to the Items, the sequel. I'll leave links in the description. But there's more. Maybe one day we'll get to it. Fucking stoned.